We are so glad that you are joining us. An exciting week. We have Ohio Space Week, which runs from September 9th through 13th. I have Kevin Chambers from JobsOhio, who is the lead for aerospace and defense. How important is this week for the state?
Well, it's huge. Aerospace and defense is a $1 trillion industry, and Ohio is stepping forward, and I mean Team Ohio, all over the state, but clearly an emphasis here in Central Ohio, where there's a lot of research and development happening here at Ohio State and in the surrounding communities. And Ohio is the #1 supplier to some of the key aerospace companies in the country.
Now, when we talk specifically about Central Ohio, what kind of impact is aerospace growth having on our communities as far as it goes for jobs, investment, and opportunities for residents? I mean, you were mentioning we have 600 plus aerospace and aviation firms and more than 100,000 people that are employed in aerospace jobs.
Well, Ohio is an incredible location for workforce, right? We have over 74 higher education institutions that have targeted programs for aerospace and defense industries. And we've seen huge wins here in the state of Ohio that allow that workforce to hit the ground and do great things for the state and for our country. So, for example, Arsenal One, Anduril's large factory that's going to be here in Central Ohio, is going to employ over 4,000 people with net new jobs, and that's great for Ohio. It's great for Central Ohio.
I know you mentioned, Anduril, you also have Voyager. We just talked about Voyager Technologies, how they're pairing with Ohio State with the Vista Science Park. Beta Technologies was just here. Now, beyond those big names, what role are these small and mid-sized companies in Central Ohio playing when it comes to supporting aerospace growth, whether it's advanced manufacturing, whether it's supply chains, or it's just innovation in general?
Well, the supply chain that we have throughout the state, you mentioned the 600 suppliers that we have throughout the state. When you think about Beta, or you think about what's happening at the research park at Ohio State Airport here, those suppliers are key to the success, and they're very important and key to why those companies have chosen to come here. Earlier today, GE Aerospace announced a $300 million investment in Beta, and so we just saw Beta's first electric aircraft come in and land at Ohio State, and so that's a huge win for us. GE Aerospace being headquartered here in Ohio, contributing to the future of hybrid and electric flight, whether it's eVTOL or conventional takeoff and landing. That's very, very important. And of course, that research that's happening out here that you mentioned, that Vista location at Ohio State is, one of the first real ecosystems for space research in the country.
And I think you and I are so excited when we talk about aerospace and just the space industry in general. I don't think people realize how much the space industry overall is growing, but also how it's providing jobs that so many of us already do. But now there's a whole new exciting sector that people can expand their lives into.
So here in Ohio, we've got a great team, and whether it be the presence of NASA Glenn, the Air Force Research Lab, both leading in the industries here in Ohio, and we put that together with the workforce. It's a great location. It's a great ecosystem for space to develop and for innovative technologies.
That's so exciting. And Central Ohio is already known for the strong universities, the research institutions you were mentioning. How is that talent pipeline helping attract and grow the amount of aerospace companies that are coming here to Ohio, and specifically Central Ohio?
Well, talent and workforce is one of the most important things that companies look for when they decide where they're going to relocate. So in addition to Ohio's low cost of living, we have a very strong workforce. And as I mentioned earlier, we have 74 higher education institutions that have targeted programs for aerospace and defense communities. So it's a great location, and that workforce is critical to companies wanting to come here.
And you see numbers. I was looking on your website. You have 39,000 plus annual STEM degrees and certifications that are completed. What efforts are being made now to grow the interest in our next generation in the aerospace industry? And how can we continue to keep the iron hot when it comes to getting these kids and these graduates into this place?
Well, we've got students who are participating in the Space Forum that you mentioned earlier. Very, very important to get that interest at a young age, get those students studying the right programs, the right disciplines, so that they are ready to hit the ground running once those companies come here to Ohio and need employees to be successful.
And Kevin, we're currently #9 in the U.S. according to your website for aerospace defense leaders as of last year. What do you think it's going to take for us to do to become one of the top slots there?
Well, I think we're moving. I think we're moving in that direction right now. We're seeing these big wins, whether it's Sierra Nevada Corporation, Joby Aviation, Anduril, and those wins are going to attract others to the state of Ohio, the supply chain that supports them, and the research and development that's going to be married with them will absolutely result in new growth companies and additional opportunities.
And I think it's almost serendipitous, right? You had the Wright brothers, the birthplace of aviation, as it's called, here in Ohio. I don't think they would have looked into the future and saw something like this and said, whoa, this is Ohio now?
Well, I think we're right there again. The innovation that brought flight from Ohio to the world, we're seeing that now with some of those great companies that are coming here. We're talking about autonomous flight, we're talking about advanced air mobilities, electric use of electric capabilities in flight. So the future is going to be a lot of fun to watch, and absolutely, I can't even, you know, the Wright brothers were 120 some years ago, but even we can't look that far in the future and understand what the next level of capabilities are going to be.
What do you personally hope to see in the next 5 years, where we're at, what we've accomplished, what Ohio's name holds to it?
I think that Ohio is establishing itself as the leader in our country for aerospace and defense and for innovative aerospace. So as new ideas come to be developed, as new capabilities like we're seeing here at Anduril, at the research park at Ohio State, we're going to be on the cutting edge, and we're positioned very well to do that.
Well, thank you so much, Kevin Chambers from JobsOhio. We certainly are excited and to be part of that journey with you guys.
Thank you, Meredith.